welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll teach you about how to create list view in Android Studio. List view is a widget where we can list out a list of items. It is a scrollable list. For example, look at my screen. Here I have created an application where I'm listing the contact details, a list of contact details. So we can scroll down as per the number of items. We can scroll down. Also we can interact every items. For example, if I click Ashok, so I'm able to see the contact details about. I can able to access the particular contact. So now I'll demonstrate how to create this kind of application using Android Studio. First of all, I'll create a project. Start new project, empty activity. So here we can name the project title. Click finish. Now the project is ready and we have to wait for the UI design is getting loaded. The UI design is loaded. And here you will be getting a default XML UI design code. So here I am going to use a linear layout, and in linear layout we can give a basic configurations. Like basic configuration is width, height. Then we have to also set the orientation of the screen, that is a vertical. Then followed by we can remove this default coding, and let's start with the as per our design. So first I need to create a title. Title is a context, so that is a text view. So to create a text view, we can create a text view widget. I want the match parent, since I want to span the total width of the screen for the context, and the height is actually a wrap content. And then I'll set the text size as per your choice. You can set. So I'll take as 20 dp, and what text you want to display you can specify, like context text, and here you can see that. And we have to bring the text to the center, so you can apply the gravity attribute equal to center, and color we can set using a text color. I'll choose a primary color, that is blue color, and I want the text style should be bold, so text style is bold. And I'll increase the font size to just 22 or 25. Okay. So now as per our design, the title is ready. Then I have to place a list view. So this complete thing is a list view. Okay. For example, here we are getting all the list of names, and the entire widget is called a list view. To add a list view, after the title, add another widget, list view, and the width you have to match parent. It should span the entire width, and the height also, the remaining height. Here after the title, the remaining height, everything you have to span. You have to make the list view to span across the height. So this is also match parent. So when you give match parent, now we can see that the context is a text view, and after that followed by you can notice that there is a list view is created where you will be getting a dummy text, and this dummy text we have to configure, we have to change it. and we have to populate our own list of items. So before that, the basic settings, first we have to set the ID for this list view so that we can access this list view in Java file in activity Java code, and we can populate the list of items. So I'll give us a my list view. The ID for the list view is my list view. Okay, so now now the design is okay. Now let's go to the Java file. First we have to find the list view, not list view. I create the object my list. My list is equal to find v by id. Find the list box that we have created. So after that, now it's time to populate the list of item inside the list view. So for that, first we need to create a list of items. So I have created a set of names in a string array. List of names in a string array. Here you can use instead of string array, we can use array list also. You can replace this with array list. If you are familiar, you can do that. So after creating a list of items, now we have to create a adapter object. Adapter object is an intermediate object between a string array and the list view. The adapter object is a connection between the data source and the list view. So it will take the data one by one from the data source, and it will bind with the list view. So it's an intermediator kind of object. So we can create that to populate the list of items. So since we are using a strings, we can create array adapter type as string. So my array adapter object is equal to new array adapter. Here also the type is string. Inside, first we have to pass the context object, that is a current screen object we have to pass, followed by we have to pass the layout, how you want to display the each and every item in the list view. For example, if you look at this list view, the complete thing is a holder list view. Inside the list view, every item is designed using a text view. So there is a default layout available in Android, that layout we can use. If you want to use a default layout, you have to use a android.r.layout. There is a default layout called symbol list item 1. Okay, so this symbol list item provides a text view. That text view will be used for every item from the string array. For example, I have a Ashok is a first name. That name is actually given to the text view, and where it will be coming to the UI. So you have to use a list symbol underscore list underscore item underscore 1. So after that comma, finally we have to pass the data. The data we have created inside a string array. So this data we have to pass here. So once you do that, now we can take the list view, my list, take the my list. Already we have created a my list object, my list dot set adapter. We have to use set adapter. Inside we have to use the adapter, my array adapter. So now hope you can understand, the array adapter is the intermediate between the list and the data source. Data source is names. So from the data source, it will populate all the data items as per this layout in the list view. Okay, now let's check the output. Yes, now we got the list view with the title context, and this is a list view. We can scroll it, just we have to touch and we have to just scroll up and scroll down. You can see the scrollable list view, and every list item is populated from this data source string names using array adapter. So array adapter is using the layout called symbol list item to design this every item. So every item is itself a text view, right? So now let's see, when you click this, when you interact this particular item, so how to access the value of this list item. So for that we have to add a event handling code with the list view, my list dot set. There is a function called set on item click listener. Set on item click listener. Inside we have to use a new adapter view dot on item click listener. New adapter view. There is no need to type the code. You can just type new a. You will be getting adapter view dot on item click listener. Just select the function. The function is loaded, and here there is a function called on item click. This function will be called automatically whenever you interact with the list item. So whenever you click the list item, this on item click function will be called. So now when you select a particular item, we want to access the list item. So for that we can access the list item, that is item name. The selected item we can access using the list item is actually generated from the my array adapter. So we have to use a my array adapter dot. There is a function called get item. Get item. Inside we have to pass the position. The position is automatically available in the parameter. So there is a position. So if you want to understand, just make it as a position. This I value, by default you will be getting I. So we can make it as a position. Change the variable to position for understanding. So now I want to display. To display the list item, we can use a toast. We can prepare the toast message, get application context, and inside we can use the string value. Inside we can pass the item. Then we can set toast dot. Here I am going to use a length underscore short. Then we can use show function to display the toast message. So now let's recheck the output after adding the event handling code. I'll stop the application, running application, and I'll rerun the project. Now you look at the output. You can see there is a list of item, and when you click the list of item, we can able to access a item name. Just you click, selecting means just a single click. So now currently I am selecting David. So I am able to see the David message. So what is the advantage of this event handling code is, for example, in your mobile phone, when you select a contact, there is option we can feed the we can show the option to send a SMS or make a call or WhatsApp. So there are so many features we can integrate when you select item. So those things we can do it inside this on item click. For example, if I select if I want to call Ashok, so what I can do is, when I touch, I can integrate the call facility or messaging facility with a particular list of items. So that is the advantage of this set on item click listener. So that's all about list view. Here one more thing is, this is a default list view. It look like this, and the default list view, the background is white color and the foreground is black color. If you want to change this layout, every every item layout, we can do that. For that, we have to create a separate layout UI design XML file, and we have to define a text view to change the text item features like background color and the size of the text, everything if you want to change. So I'll tell you how to do that. So first what you have to do is you have to go to the project again and go to the project folder. There is a folder called resource, and inside resource folder you can add, otherwise you can go to the project itself, right click, you have to add another file. The file must be a XML file, and which is a layout XML. You have to select a layout XML, click layout XML, and the layout name you can rename, you change the name of the layout. For example, my list item, I want to configure my own list item, that is the name of the layout file, and the root tag is I want only text view. Okay, the root tag we have to change it to text view, then click finish. Now you will be getting a XML file. The XML file is called my list item.xml, my list item.xml, and it will be available inside the layout in your project, inside the just like a activity underscore main, you will be getting a my list item.xml. So here we are going to configure our list item design. So now the basic coding will be getting text view and the width and height. So the width must be match parent, but height must be, you have to use a wrap content. You have to go for a wrap content as per the height. Now also we can set the height instead of wrap content, we can also set height. Okay, let's try wrap content, how it is. Also we can set the color also, text color. Now in my previous output I am getting black color, so I want to change the list items to every list item to some other color. So here I will use I'll select some color, I'll try blue color. So now let's try how it is using a text. This is sample text like this, look like this, and font also we can change. This is the default font. If you want to change the default font, we can use size of the text size we can change. For example, we can change to 20 dp. So as per the size you will be getting the text, right? And if you want to give us some padding inside the text, padding, left padding or right padding we can set. Here I am setting a padding left is equal to 10 dp. So the left side will be getting a small space, right? So whatever configuration you want to make for the list item, we can do that here. Once you do that, we have created our own my list item XML file. This list item layout we have to set for the array adapter. So array adapter, already we are using a predefined Android r.layout.list layout.symbol list underscore item. This is a predefined layout. So instead of this, we can change to r.layout. Our own layout. Just now we have created a XML file my list item. Okay. So now this array adapter working based on our layout mechanism, layout XML file for populating the list item. So now let's see the output again. So I'll stop running the previous application, then again I'm starting the application. See, now we are getting like this: Ashok, John, Shana, Emacs, like that. So now you can look at this. Our design is actually blue. The text color is blue color, and the text size is as per our choice. and we are getting the padding left side. There is a small gap is there, okay, and we can scroll down, scroll up, and if you look at the height of the text view, it is like wrap content. Since we are using a wrap content, you will be getting the height is as per the text size. Text sizes we have given 20 dp, so that as per the 20 dp the height will be adjusted. If you want more space, we can, instead of wrap content, you have to give more space. For example, a text is 20 dp, so we can give a extra space like 30 dp, so the height will be getting at 30 dp, or we can use a 40 dp also. When you increase the height of the text box to 40 dp, the text is still there in the top. So if you want to bring it to vertically center, so we have to use a gravity is equal to, we have to select fill vertical. So fill vertical, place the text in the center of the middle of the box, and the padding left we have given 10 dp. So this we can slightly increase so that the text goes to the right side. So like this we can define a few things. Also we can set the background color also. If you want to set some background color, we can set. So inside color we can select as per our choice. We can select the color. Since the text is a blue color, we'll set a bright color like yellow color. Since we have specified a yellow color, so every item during when array adapter is populating every item, it applies the background color also. So let's check the output again, run again. Yeah, so now we are getting a yellow color for every item. And also we have discussed about the on click listener. When you click, interact with the button, we can able to do that like this way. So here the by default you will be getting a border for every text view. There is a line, horizontal line is there. That border also we can change. So to change the border of the text view of every list item, so we have to go back to the project, select project, resources, inside drawable, where you can create a resource file. Right click, add a new resource file. That resource file must be a drawable resource file. Don't go for XML like previous layout file. It is not a layout file. We have to create a resource file. Select resource. You can name the resource file. For example, I want to change the shape of the resource, the list item, and the root element. There is a predefined element called shape. Using predefined shape element, we can change the border color, border background also. Click OK. So when you give OK, another XML file will be generated inside the drawable folder. So this is a shape XML design. So inside we can set the background color. To set the background color, we have to use a solid tag, and we can set the color also. So here we can set the color, background color. So this is the design you will be getting. So here I'll change it to yellow, and we can set the border color using, and there is a another tag called stroke. Using stroke, we can set the border color. Border color we can set as a blue color, primary color. Also we can set border, the border width, the border line we will be getting, the width of the border we can set, whether it is 1 dp or 2 dp we can set. So that's all. After creating this shape.xml, we have to link the shape.xml to the background of our list view. So you have to save the shape.xml. Now come back to the my list.xml. Just click my list.xml. Instead of background, we have to set our background design. We are changing based on this shape XML layout. So this shape XML layout we have to apply to the list item background. So here, and for the background attribute, we have to set, instead of this color, we have to set @ we have to use the resource drawable, and just now we created a drawable resource called shape. So this we have to apply here. So when you apply @ of drawable shape, the text box shape will be changed based on this layout, the background color and the border color. Okay. So also we can set the corner also. We can, if you want the rounded corner, we can use the rounded corner also. Corners, there is another attribute. Radius we can set, so let's try 10 dp. So the corner you can see there is a 10 dp radius. So now let's check the output again. See, now you'll be getting a list like this. So you'll be getting a rounded corner because of this corners specification attribute. So every list item is there is a corner you'll be getting. Okay. So like this we can customize the every list item in a list view based using a drawable resource in the project. You have to go to a drawable and create a resource file. Right click, there is a select new drawable resource, and you can name the XML file. Inside the shape.xml file, we have to use a shape root element, and these are the attributes. These are the tags: solid for background filling, and stroke for the border color and border width, and corners for the rounded corners. We can use it. So that's all about creating a list of items. So hope you can understand the list view concept. Thank you for watching this video.